Can we see the image only in the mirror? Then what about those ads of various bars used for washing utensils? What do they show? That it is so clean that you can see your own image in it, right? So, actually one can see the image in any shining surface. So, it can be steel, it can be water, water of course is not shining, but it is a transparent medium. So, in water also you can see your image, and in the shining surfaces also you can see your image. Now, let us play a game. Take a tablespoon from your kitchen. Now, try and look into the spoon in different ways. First you take the spoon its outer side and then see your image, and then you can repeat it by seeing the inner side. What do you find? When you were seeing it from the outer side, you saw that your image was smaller, isn't it? And it was erect. But when you saw it from the inner side, then the image was larger, and of course it was erect. But when you took it a little farther away, the image became inverted. Now, what is the difference between these two sides? Of course, most obvious difference is that the outer side of the spoon is bulging out like this, and the inner side is carved in like this. So, you can say it is like this. Now, when the surface is bulging out, it is called convex, and when it is carved in, it is called concave. There are mirrors also like that. So, a mirror which is convex is called convex mirror, and which is concave is called concave mirror. Now, how are they formed and how do they look like this? Take a rubber ball and cut it into two parts with the help of a sharp knife. Again, you will need another person for help. Now, when you cut it, you find you get a part somewhat like this. The other part is like this. Now, aren't these concave and the convex? Similarly, there are mirrors which are concave and convex. Now, let us study how the images are formed in a concave mirror and in a convex mirror. Now, take a concave mirror and adjust it towards the sun, and on one wall or screen put a white chart paper. Now, when you will with your hands adjust the mirror, it will reflect light, and what you will be able to see that there is on a screen a bright spot. This is an image of a sun. So, when you are able to get an image on the screen, then it is called a real image. So, what we can say is that a concave mirror forms a real image and of course, an erect image. But can we say the same for the plane mirror? Of course not. In case of plane mirror, the image cannot be formed on the screen. So, such an image which cannot be formed on the screen is called virtual. So, always remember that plane mirror forms an erect and virtual image of the same size, but in case of concave, the image is erect but real and of different size. When you use a concave mirror, you can alter the distance between the screen and the mirror, and what you find that sometimes you are getting a real image, sometimes you are getting a virtual image, sometimes it is larger, sometimes it is smaller. So, what does that mean? That the size of the image depends upon the distance between the screen and the mirror. So, depending upon that, we can have a real or virtual image, smaller or larger image. You know, concave mirrors are very useful because of this property that they have, that by changing the distance we can change the size of the image. They are used for many purposes. For example, the ENT specialists, they use for checking ear, nose and throat, they use concave mirror. Even the dentists, when they want to see the image of a tooth, they use concave mirror, and because it is very close, the image is larger. They want to enlarge the image to actually study and understand where the cavity is or what is the problem with the tooth. So, dentists also use it. To study the tooth. Then the reflectors of torches, headlights of car, they are all concave. So, then which mirror is used in the vehicles like car when we want to have a rear view? What we use is not concave mirror but convex mirror, because in the case of convex mirror the image is smaller, but you can see images of objects on a large area. So, when you look back into your mirror, what you can see the trees, you can see the different vehicles coming, you can see the cart coming or whatever. So, you can see more than one object. So, you can have a full view of the images. Images on a large area. So, that is why the convex mirrors are used in vehicles. As the rear view mirror. You will notice always on the cars, on both sides there are these mirrors. On scooters and motorcycles also these mirrors are there, so that we can also have a view at what kind of traffic is there at our back. Front of course we can see, but we can't see the back. So, that is why it is very important to maintain a certain distance to avoid traffic accidents. And for this purpose, which mirror is needed? Convex.